Hello and welcome to Life Big Row, and today it's all about us harvesting our new potatoes. Now, harvesting any potatoes is fraught with danger. And what I mean by that is if you use a normal garden fork, you're going to spear them. So it is worth investing in what is known as a potato fork, and this is a more blunted ended gardening fork. It's actually really useful for lifting any kind of root crop because it won't damage them unless you're really overzealous, and then you will kind of still skewer them if you kind of whack it in. But I'm going to show you how I do it and the kind of harvest we get. Now, as you can see, this is our new veg patch, and we've got weeds coming up, so we've got comfrey coming up, and this is why potatoes are a great crop for clearing ground, because you'll just take your fork and in you go with your fork and you'll take up weeds and all. And you want to be away from the plants. The plants are there, they've died back already, they've been there since we've been on holiday. We went away for a week, so they should be more than ready to come up now. And as I'm taking the weeds out, I'm just popping them in a bag behind me, because some of these are perennial weeds, some of these are docks, and they need to come on. So in we go. And I'm doing this on a dry day. Make sure you have a couple of dry days, because you want to be able to leave the crop on the surface just to dry out. There we are, we're into potatoes, and I can feel them. I can feel them because the soil is harder to dig up now. And there we go. Ooh, lost one. There we go. You can see them coming up now. Can you see that? There we go. There's our potatoes, and all I do is I lay them on the row behind that I've already done, out of the way. You saw that in the opening shot. Out of the way they go. And I'll give you an idea in a minute of the yields from one plant for new potatoes. It's not been a great year, even though we had lots of rain. I think the reason for that is we've had lots of rain, then we've had lots of dry, then we've had lots of rain and lots of dry. And there you are, there's the old foliage of the potato plant, died back. Again, get rid of that. Don't be tempted to compost potato foliage, especially if it's had blight. In fact, I wouldn't compost potato foliage, full stop. Look at that, now we're getting there, aren't we? Look at these, they're coming up now. And with it, the itty bitty ones. And I'm just going to take this off as well. There we go. Now, I have 4 rows, roughly 6 foot long to each row. And I'm going to just show you, after I've just gone over this, and I always go over it afterwards. This is the great thing about the potato fork, you can do this and use it almost like a sieve, and you get more potatoes and more weeds. And this is why it's a good crop to clear the ground. Now, how many potatoes did I get from one plant? I'm just going to show you there. Can you see that? This is probably 2 great big handfuls. That's what I've got. Do it again. 2 great big handfuls of new potatoes. Because I'm a type 2 diabetic, I can't have main crop potatoes because they're left in the ground for too long and everything turns to sugar. So I'm looking for potatoes that size that I can eat, which are really good. They'll keep for a while. They'll be gone within next few months. Some to friends, some to us. But the idea is a little means a lot to me when you're a type 2 diabetic. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to harvest all the rows now, and I'm going to show you what the whole harvest looks like. I'm not going to hide anything. You can see, because I know people have struggled this year, and sometimes they look at TV gardeners and garden influencers on social media and they panic, and we're not about that. We're going to show you exactly what we've got, and you can either say, ooh, that's really good, or is that it? But you get to see it, and that's the whole thing. So we're going to go and harvest all the potatoes now. I'm going to lay it out in the sun and you can see it all. So there's my harvest. I reckon maybe 3-4 pound of spuds there. I'm not very good with weights, but it's enough. If you think about, for me, if I just do this, just these is one meal for me. That's all what I'm allowed when I have any potatoes, and I don't have it every day. So quite a few meals there. I'm quite happy. I'm going to leave them on the ground now to dry. So I'm going to leave them on the ground for 24 hours. They're going to dry out. There's no forecast in the rain for the next 48 hours, so I'm okay. So I can just leave them out. I'll just bring them in a basket and eat them as we go. Keep checking for mould. And that's it. So what's going to go in here next? Well, leeks are going to go in here next. I'm going to show you to do that later in the year. Until next time, it's bye-bye from me. Bye-bye.